Good afternoon. Today we continue building the burrow, more specifically the attic and the roof area, pack 13. So with that said, let's jump right into it. Pack 13 going in. Let me just give you guys a quick peek into the contents of pack 13. And we're gonna spread out the bricks on the right side as usual. Just trying to make sure that all of the bricks are removed. Pack emptiness confirmed. As usual, we have a smaller pack, a sub-pack 13 within the big pack 13 with smaller bricks therein. Let's rip that open as well. And let's see what we have. Trying to make sure once again that I get out all of the bricks. Mini pack emptiness confirmed. I'm just gonna spread out the bricks for optimal viewability for you guys. Trying to make sure all of the bricks are in frame for you to see. And we have the recurring colorways that we've already had in the set, but there are some new additions as well. So we have the light caramel browns, the darker caramel browns, the deep dark reds, the chocolatey browns, the unique greenish brownish tint, some grays in there, and this new addition, this very vibrant red mug. So looking forward to that. And we also have Ron's greatest enemy, a spider minifigure. It's even smaller than a minifigure, so that's going to be a nice touch. And with that, let's jump right into it. Step 325. And as you can see at the bottom, we have the usual progress bar. So within the second booklet, the set consists of 3 booklets and 24 packs, brick packs altogether. Within the second booklet, we are at around 70%. We're going to start with a 4x10 plate. Or is it 4x12? It's 4x10 indeed, of the greenish, brownish unique color. And on top, we're going to add the 8-shaped / infinity shaped chocolatey brown 1x2 brick. Like so. Next to that, we have the classic 1x1 chocolatey brown, as well as the before mentioned a vibrant red mug. At least I believe it's a mug. Kind of looks like it. And next to those, we add the sloped 2x4 of this nice deep dark red. Like so. So we start adding kite to our build. We add one more of those infinity / 8-shaped chocolatey brown 1x2s. Right there. As well as one more chocolatey brown 1x1 to the left. Like so. And it's time for some details, for some objects. We're going to start on the left with a lamp, I believe. So here we have the... Is that it? Let me just confirm. No. I almost confused these 2 bricks, quite similar in structure and in setup, but the left one is slightly taller, and as you can see, it's a different colorway as well. And we're gonna need this caramel brown, this nice caramel brown trophy shaped brick for now. At the top, we're gonna add the lamp bulb, I believe. of this nice transparent yellow color. And we're going to add that lamp right there. And next to it we have a painted brick, which is always a good time. I'm not entirely sure what's painted thereon. At the top we're going to add this mini white roof, like so. And we're going to place that between the two other objects, between the mug and the lamp, like so. Oh, I think now I get it. This is going to be the attic area with random objects stacked next to each other / atop of each other. So that's why we have no space within these objects. And we're going to add 3 more roof tiles of the 2x4 red bricks, the sloped red bricks. That's 1. And that is 2. And finally, that is 3. And behind those we place this window frame / door frame shaped brick. Quite a unique brick if you ask me. It's a rectangle with a big hole cut out and 4 studs atop. And left to those, we add some chocolatey brown bricks, starting with a 1x1 tile. Tile as in no studs atop, completely smooth. And then we add 2 1x1s with the hook attachments of the same chocolatey brown color. And then we gain our symmetry back by adding 1 more of these chocolatey brown tiles, like so. And it's spider time, and we're going to add the spider right there to the middle stud, ensuring optimal scaredness for Ron. Poor Ronald. It's not enough that he was petrified in the Forbidden Forest. Now he has to face spiders in the attic as well. And for step 331, we keep on adding height to our build. We start with this mini staircase, chocolatey brown, with some vertical studs attached as well, like so. And next to it, a 1x2 plate, chocolatey brown. Next up we have the unique brownish, greenish, grayish color 1x3 plate. And then to the other side we add this 1x2 sloped / triangular brick, like so. And it's sub-build time, highlighted by this white rectangular area. We start with the 2x4 sloped brick. At the top we add this chocolatey brown window frame, like so. And left we have a 3x1 vertical brick, quite unique. At the top, a 1x4 plate, chocolatey brown, and a 1x3 plate of the grayish, brownish, greenish tint. And we're going to add that opposite to the opposite side, and we're going to gain back, well, It's not going to be symmetrical, but let me confirm the position. Like so. Perfect. And we start building the roof area. Well, the top of the roof area, to be specific. 1x6 plate to the middle. A 1x4 tile of the same color. And we're going to add those right here. It's always a good time when there has been some space left out. There are 2 studs at a deeper level here compared to these. And now we're going to fill up that space with this perfectly fitted mini structure. And it's ladder time, I believe, for this sub build. So we have the ladder structure ready to go. Super unique brick. And then we're going to add to the end, to the 2 hooks, this brown, chocolatey brown rod with a hopefully satisfying click. Even 2 clicks, nice. And that's going to join, these 2 bottom hooks right there with a hopefully satisfying click as well. Nice. And it's moving too, which is always a nice touch. It's sub-build time for step 336. And we're going to build the chimney, I believe. Let me just grab a quick sip of lemon water first. And we're going to start with this 2x2 light brown color brick. And to the right we add a vertical 2x2 with vertical studs on the side. To its left we have the 8/infinity brick 1x2 by size. And we keep on adding height with this 1x2 brownish greenish brick. And then the recurring brick looking brick, as in the horizontal and vertical stripes on the sides of it represent a brick, a real life brick, that is. Just checking the orientation. Perfect. And then we add 2 of these unique arches of the chocolatey brown color. 1 time. And 2 times. And we fill up the remaining space here with this 2x2. And finally, we add 1 more 1x2 plate to the right. Like so. And we're going to add that to the top right. Like so. Perfect. We rotate our structure a bit, and we're going to add vertically a 2x4 tile. So, completely smooth upper surface, like so. And then we're going to add 5 times this unique telescope looking brick, which I'm not sure what it represents. But it might be just a holding structure for the roof. So we're going to add that 5 times. Oops. Let me check the orientation. Okay. So that's 1 and 2. Oops. 2 and 3 and 4, and finally sorry, 5. And we're gonna cover those, blanket those with a 1x3 plate on the left. Nice. And then a 1x2 plate on the right. Like so. And we keep on adding height to our attic, starting with this unique 6x1 vertical brick. Looks like a chocolate bar, a vertical chocolate bar. We're going to add that right here. And then next to that, we add this rectangle, chocolatey brown, more specifically a window frame, I believe, to the left, and a smaller window frame to the right, like so. It's sub-build time once again, and I believe we're going to build the very upper portion of the roof, starting with this 4x6, and we're going to add 2 of these sloped 1x3 gray bricks / trapezoids to the top left next to each other, twins. And then next to those we add this creamy brown 2x2, and then we have a 1x2 of the chocolatey brown tint, like so. And we're going to cover that up. We're going to blanket that with 2 of these light gray rounded off bricks, 1x3 by size. And in front of those, we're going to add 2 more of these sloped / trapezoid light green 1x3s, like so. And we're going to apply that with a perfect snug fit. Oops, sorry, I missed the last step. Let's do that first. We're going to add these darker gray roof tiles, triangular shape, one time, and another time its bigger sibling. Perfect. And now we can apply that structure to the top of our roof area, right there, trying to provide you guys with a good angle, a good view, like so. Perfect. And we're going to fill up the remaining space on the right with infinity / 8 to the bottom, and then the brick looking brick right next to it, like so. And we're going to apply that to the OG build. We're making some nice progress. Just going to give you guys a quick peek, a quick look at what we have right now. It's gaining height, it's gaining width, it's gaining weight, it's gaining mass. And we're going to apply that right there. I'm just checking the orientation. And indeed, let me check real quick, okay. Oops. Nice. Just checking. And it's a good fit indeed. I'm having a harder and harder time to fit everything in frame, but you guys can see from bottom to top that we are almost at the top of our build, vertically at least. Nice. So I'm going to put that aside. And it's chimney time. I'm just going to take a quick sip of this coconut water. It's just pure coconut water from Lidl. It's my recent discovery that I really enjoy on the weekends. 0 alcohol. Wow. Amazing. Step 344. 2x4 brick. Nice light brown. And brick looking brick, as we tend to call it, to the top left. Oops. Like so. And then 2 of the infinity/8 1x2 bricks, hugging around the brick looking brick. And then 1 more brick looking brick to the bottom right, like so. Then we sandwich it with 1 more 2x4 brick. At the top, once more, we add the brick looking brick 2 times, and then the 2 gaps we fill with the infinity/8 shaped brick 1 time and 2 times, like so. And it's time for another 2x4 classic brick, and then 1 more time infinity brick 2 times, and brick shaped brick 2 times, like so. 1 more of the 2x4s. Wow. It's always so relaxing and kind of meditative when you keep on applying the same set of bricks in the same fashion, and it's sort of like a circular repetitive pattern, which is super nice to do, if you ask me. At the top we add 1 more brick looking brick. Next to that, 2 of these unique, I call them 0.75 by 1 bricks, so it's like a smaller sibling of the 1 by 1 brick. And we add to their top this 1x2 tile of the same color, and to the left a 2x2 brick of the same color as well. And it's sub-build time, chocolatey brown sub-build time to be specific. 2x3 plate and 1x3 tile on top. And perpendicular, we add its twin 1x3 tile as well. And underneath, a 3x3. And it's interesting because 3x3 looks like a classic, the 3x3 plate, but I don't come across it that often. It's more, 1x3s, 1x2s, 2x3s, 2x4s, but 3x3s, it looks like a classic, but it's not that frequent based on my experience. So that's unique, to me at least. And we're gonna gain back our symmetry. So to the middle we add this. Oops, as 1x3. We're gonna hug that around with 2 more of the 1x3 tiles, like so. And we're gonna add that to the top of our chimney, like so. Perfect. Nice. Before adding that, we're gonna add the 2 extensions out of which the smoke leaves the house, I believe. Amazing golden caramel color this time around. One of my favorite LEGO colors. Nice. And we're gonna add that to the right and to the left. Perfect. And it's time to apply our chimney. Wow. This is, oops, I just dropped a minifigure. Accidentally, I dropped Charlie or Bill. I always keep confusing those two. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna add him back to the front of the porch or the house. And let's see if the chimney fits the recording. Wow, and it barely does, but it does. Just checking the orientation. Okay. And look at that. Chimney, attic, bathroom and Ginny's room right next to it, and we're gonna do a walkthrough at the end, but the structure is huge. And we have some extra bricks as usual. I'm just gonna put those aside, put those back in the box. And with that, pack 13 is complete. Let's jump right into pack 14. And it's time for another minifigure, which is always a good time. So pack 14 going in. Just giving you guys a quick peek into the contents of pack 14. Let's lay out the bricks on the right. Oops. 2 more in there. Pack emptiness confirmed. As usual, we have the smaller pack 14 therein with smaller bricks. Let's rip that open as well. Wow. Mini pack emptiness confirmed. Now, spread out our bricks for optimal viewability for you guys and for easier access and locating for me. Just checking if you guys should see all of the bricks. Perfect. And wow, now we have a very nice diversity of colors. We have this dark blue, we have some vibrant and darker greens, we have some transparent oranges, we have some yellows, we have some nice vibrant reds, some whites this time around, some golds as well, and we have a watch right there. Looking forward to that. Well, a very diverse set of bricks in pack 14. Let's just grab a sip of lemon water before we start. And with that, it's time for our minifigure. I don't know who it is. Embarrassing. Interesting. Is it Percy? We already have Ginny, we have Molly, we have Bill, Charlie, and Harry. I think this should be Percy. Okay. Let's just put him together. So torso, nice pattern there on. Blue trousers / jeans. And as usual, we have on the front a chilled / happy / cool. I'd call it cool face. And on the back we have a desperate, a worried, a scared face. And I believe it's the case with most of the minifigures that they have 2 heads. But it's always a nice touch to rediscover that fact. Oh, or is it Ronald actually? Is this Ronald? Because I have in front of me Ronald Weasley from, yeah, and it is. I have Ronald Weasley from, sorry if it was out of frame, Ronald Weasley from the Flying for Anglia set, and it's the same hair. Sorry. Apologies to Ron for calling him Percy. He'd be pissed for sure. Okay, so this is Ronald Weasley's minifigure. Confirmed. Okay. And does he have a wand? Nope. Okay. So I'm just gonna add Ron next to Molly in front of the pig bar. That's Molly Weasley. Or shall we place Ron next to the pigs? No. Sorry, Ron. We love you. Okay. And there he is. And with that, pack 14, let's start with this nice big plate. 6 by 8 by size, greenish brownish tint. And to its top we apply this 1 by 10 plate of the beige / cream color, but opposite orientation. Now it's correct. And underneath it, we're gonna add this 4 by 8, like so. It's mini sub-build time. So to this 4 by 6 chocolatey brown, we're gonna flip it around, and we're gonna add 2 of these chocolatey brown ovals. And for recurring viewers, some of you might know that the 1 by 2 oval plate is one of my favorite bricks. It's such a nice, cute, smooth, rounded off, good to hold in your hand brick, if you ask me. So we're adding that 1 time, and then 2 times. We're going to do that once more, 1 time, and another time right there. I just love these ovals. Nice. And we're going to add those to the left and to the right of our build, like so, and like so. And then it's time to add some color. We're going to start with this 1 by 2 black oval plate. Oops. Right there. And underneath we add some dark red. 1 by 4 2 times. Unique in the sense that it's a plate, but it only has 50% of the knobs. The two knobs on the 2 sides, so no middle studs this time around. And then same brick, but this very nice, vibrant red color 2 times as well. At the top, we're going to add 2 more black 1x2 ovals. There, and to the bottom. There. And to the top, we're going to start adding some height. We're going to start with 2 of these 1x4 bricks, but with vertical studs on the side this time around. Oops, that's 1. And then it's twin to the right, 2. And to the middle, we add this 1x2, like so. It's mini sub-build time, highlighted by the white rectangular area as usual. And we're going to have bricks with vertical studs attached multiple times. So we're going to start with this 2x2. At the top, we add this 2x1 vertical. Next to that, we add 1 more 2x2. And then underneath, we add 1 more 2x1, but with a different orientation. So this time around, the stud's looking to the left instead of opposite. And then we add 1 more layer, 2x2 to the right. And then to its left, a 1x2 one more time, 2x1, sorry, like so. And we're going to add that to the right. Like so. Perfect. Next up, we have some windows stacked atop of each other vertically. So we start with a white window frame, mini window frame, and we're going to add the glass therein. It's always a satisfying click when you apply window glasses therein. We're going to create its twin as well. Second window, those are going to join each other like so. And to the top and the bottom, we're going to add this white 1x2 with the attachment piece 2 times. And then its cousin of the different color, the greenish brownish unique color, 1x2 with the attachment once again. And we're going to perform that 2 times. So 2 more windows, white framed windows stacked atop of each other. That's 1. And then, if we're able to locate the second window glass, it's transparent, of course, so it's slightly harder to locate, but we found it. Okay, so stack those atop of each other. Then we add the white 1x2s with the attachment piece. And finally, the greenish brownish 1x2 with the same attachment piece. And those are going to go there and there. Perfect. Wow, it's going to be a busy build. So we keep on adding height to our build, starting with 2 of these 2x2s with the vertical studs attached. So that is 1. And that is 2. And to their left, we're gonna add this 2x1 with the vertical studs as well, like so. At the top of that, a 1x1 plate of the nice light brown / caramel color. And next to those, we have a 3x1 of the unique greenish brownish tint, like so. And we start adding some items to the inside with this sub build, the base of which is going to be an infinity / 8 shaped 1x2 black brick. At the top we add some gold. It's a 1x2 plate with a centralized stud, amazing gold color, and then we apply a black dot, and to that we attach this look, this mini flame of the transparent orange color. Nice. So that, I believe, is a candle sitting atop of a table. Very nice detail. Right there. Perfect. We keep on building the left area. Classic 1x2 brick. At the top, a 1x2 plate. We're going to add those right there. Perfect. At the top of those, we have two more, 2x2s with vertical studs, but this time around there are 4 studs on each side, each big side. So that's going to come right there. And then next to that, its cousin, but just studs with one of the sides. Nice. Add a sticker time, which is always a good time. The base of it is going to be a 2x3 tile, a very nice, vivid red color. And we're going to look for sticker number 2. Right there, look. The Chudley Cannons, which I believe is Ronald Weasley's favorite Quidditch team. So that's a nice detail to his room. So this is going to be a poster, I believe. Chudley Cannons. Okay. Attempting centralized sticker application. Attempt successful. And we're going to add that poster right there. Look. Nice. Chudley Cannons. Let me just grab a sip of coconut water. We start with a 1x1 light green washing machine in the sense that it has a vertical frontal stud that resembles the front loading hole of a washing machine, to me at least. To the top we add a green circle. To the front we add this watch, this clock to be more specific. Nice touch. Perfect. And we're going to add that to this. Wow, look at this arch. But the color is so unique. It's like a very light egg yolk color. A very interesting yellow. Not often that you can see this color specifically in a LEGO set. So we're going to add atop the clock. And then, oh, there's one more clock. Saying one by one, washing machine. Deep blue color, dark blue color. And then, one more clock, sorry. Like so. That's clock number 2. Perfect. And it's time for the third clock. Well, red one by one washing machine. Third clock applied. And this time around we also have a mini roof there too. A mini triangular brick. That's going to come to the third position from the right. And to the left we have this caramel color circular brick as well as a green dot. And to the circular caramel color, that's a pot, I believe now. We're going to add this nice 3-way branch. And to the green dot we add this orange transparent lamp. Nice. And finally, to the remaining stud, we add this mini figure. Nice. So this is kind of the bedtime table of Ronald Weasley, I believe. Very nice. With 3 clocks, ensuring that he wakes up in time. So we're going to add that. In front of its window. Like so. Perfect. And it's time to build his bed, I believe, starting with this end structure of the bed. Like so. Nice black color. And indeed, it's bedtime. I'm just grab a sip of coconut water once again. We're going to start with a 4x6 black plate and then the classic white 2x2. Then, opposite of each other, we're going to add 2 of these sloped 2x2s with just 2 studs atop. And then it's sticker time once again. This time around, a 2x4 tile is going to be the base. A nice vibrant yellow egg yolk color. We're going to look for sticker number 1, which one, once again, is a Chudley Cannon's knitted blanket, I believe. Very nice. Attempting centralized sticker application. Attempt successful. Chudley Cannons. And we're going to add that atop of these 2 white bricks. Like so. And now, this is always a good time. We're going to hug these bricks around with these rounded off 1x2s. 2 of the yellow color ones to the right, and then 1 white as well, and then the same to the left. 1 of the white ones and 2 of the yellow ones, like so. We're gonna flip around our structure, flip it upside down. We're gonna add this 1x4 black plate to the bottom. And to the top, we're going to add the pillow brick. This 1x2 sloped / triangular brick. Like so. And it's time to add Ronald's bed to his bedroom. Trying to give you guys a good angle. Perfect. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Next up we have the door frame. Big, nice white door frame. And then the door therein, of course. Oops. Nice. Okay. We're going to add that right there. I'm just checking the door orientation. That should be correct. Okay. Perfect. And we add the last layer of the wall within this set at least. And we add 7 of these 2x2s with the vertical studs attached. Starting from the left. Oops, sorry. So that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Oops. And 6, and finally number 7. Perfect. And with that, the remaining bricks are the extras. I'm just gonna put those aside. And pack 14 is done. Let me just look at the time. 52 minutes, so why not? Let's do pack 15 as well. And with this pack, we're gonna complete Ronald's room, I believe. Let's just do that. Pack 15 going in. Quick peek at the contents. Just gonna lay out the bricks. 2 more. Pack emptiness confirmed. And as usual, mini pack number 15 with the smaller bricks going in. Wow. And it's a lot of bricks as well. Mini pack emptiness confirmed. I'm just gonna spread those around for optimal viewability for you guys and easier search for me. Should be in frame. Let me just grab a sip of lemon water. And let's jump right into it. Pack 15. We're going to start with a 3x1 vertical brick, which is always unique. Right there. We're going to add that right next to the door, like so. And perpendicular, we're going to add this 1x2 chocolatey brown plate, like so. Atop of that, we have a mini sub-build composed of 3 bricks. This dark gray washing machine, 1x1. Then its bigger sibling, a 2x1, with vertical studs as well. At the top, this light brown, cream color, rather brownish color, 1x1 plate. Right there. Atop of those, we're gonna add a mini sub-bill, 1x2, greenish, brownish color. And then a plate, a 1x2 plate of the same color atop. Let's see if I can locate it. Right there. And then a 2x2 with vertical studs as well. Like so. And we're going to add those right there. At the top of those, we have one more 2x2 with the vertical studs. And next to that, a 0.75x1, the smaller sibling of a 1x1 of this nice dark gray color. We're going to start building the coverage of the walls, which is always a good time to cover everything up with bricks. So let's start with this 2x8 to the top. So this is how we're going to utilize the vertical studs. We're going to apply tiles and plates there too, which is always kind of satisfying to me, at least. Okay, so 2x8 applied. And then let's start out on the left. We're going to start with a 2x2 plate, but with just 50% of the studs thereon. Only 2 studs out of 4. A unique brick. Let's see if we can locate it. So 2x2, but just 2 studs instead of 4. And it's the same unique greenish brownish tint. Right there, look. Only 50% of the studs. Okay. So that's gonna go right there. And then underneath we have a 1x6 tile. Like so. To the right we add a 1x2 plate there. And to its right, parallel, a 1x8 plate. Perfect fit. Look. Nice. Okay. And in front of the room, we're going to add 8 of these, and I'm not sure what these are. 8 of these telescopes. Okay. So that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and finally number 8. Or are these a trap? I'm not sure. Okay. Oops. Atop of those, we're going to add 2 of these chocolatey brown 2x2 corner plates. Nice. To the left. And then 1 to the right. And to the middle, we add a 1x2 plate. Let's see if it fits. Oh, okay. That's the balcony That's the loggia slash the balcony of Ron. Now I can see. Wow. Once again, I say it a lot, but it's always super nice when you've been building towards something and you finally realize what's come out of it. Balcony, of course. Amazing. Okay. And we're gonna cover those plates with tiles. So we're gonna hide the studs thereon. So 2 of the 1x2 tiles, chocolatey brown. And then perpendicular to the middle, a 1x4 tile. Right there. Perfect. Wow, that's gonna be unique. So we're gonna have 2 of these quarter circle sort of bricks. And to each we apply sticker number 6. Which is gonna give it a unique look slash structure. And it's also unique in the sense that we're applying a sticker to a non-straight area to a curved area. Nice. That's one of the stickers, and then trying to give you guys a good angle as well. There's 2 of the stickers, and we're gonna add those. Wow, those are gonna shade our balcony. Look at that. So that's 1, and then it's twin to the left. Amazing. Wow. How cozy is that? Look at that. Perfect. Nice. Love it. Okay. So we're going to add 2 tiles to this side. A 1x6 to the bottom. And then a 1x4 to the top. Like so. And we're going to fill in some space here, starting with this 6x1 vertical brick. At the top, a 1x1 brick. And we're going to add that next to the head of Ronald's bed right there. Like so. And it's time for windows. Blue windows this time around. A very nice, unique color, if you ask me. Window frame number 1. Glass therein. Window frame number 2. Glass therein. Window frame number 3. Glass therein. Window frame number 4. Glass therein. And finally, window frame number 5. And glass therein. Nice. So we're going to add 3 windows right next to Ronald's bed head. That's 1. They're going to be stacked atop of each other. That's 2. And that is 3. As well as, well, that's cozy. 2 windows right at his head. Next to the bed. That's interesting. Nice. Okay. And then we have a mini sub-build to the left. A 1x2 and a 1x1 stacked atop of each other. Like so. That's gonna go right there. And then 2 1x1s stacked atop of each other. to the other side. Like so. Perfect. I'm just grab a sip of coconut water. One more sip. We're going to add 2 more windows to his room. White window frame. Glass therein. That's one. And then to the middle we add a unique window frame with the arch-like cutout. It also has a transparent glass therein. Perfect. That's going to come to the middle. Like so. And then 2 more windows. Wow. One with the traditional rectangular white frame. Glass therein. And then one with the oval shaped cutout therein. Nice. We're going to stack those atop of the existing windows, like so, and like so. Step 401, we're going to rotate our structure somewhat. We're going to add 2 bricks, a 1x2, and then this 0.75 by 1 right next to Ronald's bed, like so. And then one more 1x2, and a smaller sibling, a 1x1, like so. We switch our colors to white, starting with this 2.5 by 2 brick, vertical brick. Let me confirm the orientation. Actually, I missed a brick here. I was supposed to add 2 of these. So that's going to come right there. Perfect. And now we can add this vertical white brick, like so. At the top, this 1x1 plate as well. And now the surface is evened out, so we can add our last window. A white rectangular window, to be specific. Glass applied. And that's going to go right there. Perfect. As well as this unique trapezoid shaped vertical brick right there, and one more 1x2 brick of the same greenish brownish color. Atop of those we add this 1x4 and 2 of its smaller siblings, 2 1x2s perpendicular to each other, and also the smallest sibling, a 1x1, like so. We keep on filling up our wall, 1x1 greenish brown, 1x1 plate, caramel brownish. And it's time to add some roofage, highlighted with this white rectangular area. So the chocolatey brown is back, 2x6 plate. We're gonna add a top, 3 of these, sloped 2x3 gray bricks. And underneath we also add a 1x6 plate of the same chocolatey brown color. And atop we add 3 of these 1x2s with the attachment pieces. Perfect. And we're gonna close our window area with this roof build. Like so. Nice. Now we've gained some structural integrity and sturdiness as well. Amazing. Nice. So we keep on building our wall here. It's via a sub build as well. So I'm going to put this aside. We're going to start with a 1x4. And to the right, a 1x1. To the middle, a 1x2. And to the left, a trapezoid / sloped 1x2. And we close our sandwich with one more 1x4 bricks. Like so. We're going to add that right there. Look. Perfect. And finally, we're going to connect these two areas with this unique bridge-shaped / arch-shaped dark gray brick. Like so. And now the structure is kind of closed. And it's time to cover things up with tiles and plates. Cover some of those studs up. So we're going to start from the bottom left. 1x4 tile. And then a 1x4 plate with just 50% of the studs. Then 1x4 tile once again. Then 1x4 plate with 50% of the studs. Then 1x2 tile. Again, tile meaning in LEGO terminology that no studs are atop. The top is completely smooth. Then a 1x4 plate with just 2 studs. Then, wow, a corner tile. I've never seen such a brick. I've seen corner plates with studs atop, but no corner tiles so far. So that's new and unique. Nice. And then a 1x4 tile. And finally, a 1x3 dark gray tile. Nice. We're going to start layering the walls, covering up the wall studs. On this side, let's go from the right this time around. 1x4 tile. 1x1 plate. 1x2 tile. Greenish brownish color. 1x4 tile to the left. 1x6 tile to the bottom left. And it's mini sub-build time. A 1x4 light brown and then a 1x4 tile atop. So those are going to come right there. And then to the middle we add this nice wooden pattern printed brick 1x3. It's a tile, not a brick, sorry. No studs atop. And finally, to the right, a 1x6 tile. Perfect. Next up we have atop and under the white windows, 8 of these 1x2 tiles. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And to the left, we're gonna sort of replicate what we have on the right, but it's gonna be slightly different, I believe. Let's start from the left. 1x6 tile, a 1x4 underneath. Then the stacked brick, stacked plate and tile, like so. That's going to come to the middle. Underneath, a 1x6 tile. And to the right, we have one more of the wooden pattern printed brick, which is a very nice touch. And once again, it's not a brick, it's a tile. And then to the underneath it, a 1x1 plate, and then our final 1x6 tile. Amazing. Look at that. Wow. And it's time to add Ronald Weasley's room to our build, to the OG build. I'm going to put aside the instruction manual for just a couple of seconds. And then let's pull closer our structure, which is now huge. Look at that. Wow. And Ronald's room. Okay, I need to open back up our guide to make sure that the application is correct. Almost there. Okay, I'm just checking the orientation. Okay. Actually, before application, let's just do a quick look around Ronald's room. Some nice diversity of windows and window colors, white and blue. I love the wooden patterns. We have the Chudley Cannon poster and the Chudley Cannon bedding. We have the nice bedtime table with 3 clocks and some additional objects. And we have a window and a nice balcony / loggia, which is amazing. And some nice shading thereon as well. So let's add Ronald Weasley's room atop of Ginny Weasley's room, actually. Okay. Just confirming the orientation and the position. Trying to be gentle but firm at the same time, and we should be good. Wow, look at that. Ronald Weasley's room applied. Hopefully you guys can see what I can see. And pack 15 is done. So we are almost 2/3 there. Out of 24 packs, we've completed 15 packs. Huge build, 2,400 bricks therein. My biggest build so far, my biggest Lego build so far. Amazing. Very excited to continue. Let me just reapply this minifigure at the bottom. 2 of these minifigures at the bottom. I keep on accidentally removing those. But Ronald Weasley's room as well as the attic and the roof area and the chimney done. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I will catch you in the next video, and I wish you a very nice day. Goodbye.